What the hell is going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We are jumping back into Dragonball Z Dokkan Battle in order to talk about a set of characters coming from my favorite movie. Yes, you heard that right. DeadZone is my favorite Dragon Ball Z movie. We're talking about Goku and Piccolo LR.
I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sensing my home.
Now, as you can see, there is the art, and they do indeed have that Vegeta and Videl style clothing mechanic where you can actually change their appearance. And so you got in the top left Goku and Piccolo with, you know, all their gear on, the weighted gear, all that stuff. And then below is when they actually head to like the bottom of the tower to face off against Garlic Jr. and they end up, you know, taking off their weighted clothing to try to get more of an advantage. I love the DeadZone. Like, I think it's such a great movie because I believe World's Strongest is second and then Tree of Might is third. I might have that mixed up, but I know in World's Strongest is where he has Kaioken, and so at that point, like the Kamehameha blasts are huge and all that stuff. Whereas in this movie, it's more about like the hand-to-hand fighting, right? It's more about power pole and him hopping on the Nimbus cloud and all that stuff. So it's so much fun. Like just the why can't I pronounce that word right now? You know, the fight sequences, let's just say it like that. The fight sequences are some of the coolest that you can see because it's not just like lazy lines that they make to signify two people fighting. It's actual, like, here's the punch, here's the dodge, here's the kick, here's the dodge, here's the move out of the way, here's the block, etc. You see everything. And it's so damn cool. So absolutely love that they're making this card. First off, let us take a peek at the actual translations. And then we're going to take a look at the super attack animation afterwards. I'm sure if it's ripped straight from the anime, I'm going to love it. Particularly if they put the sequence in where Goku, Piccolo, and Garlic Jr. are all doing the teleporting around and the dodging. I forgot what that's called. It actually has a name. It's not instant transmission, obviously, because that's a Yardat specific technique that Goku learned. But it's like when they do the little ching, you know, and they like kind of disappear. I remember in the Cooler movie, Goku and Cooler were doing it constantly, and then Vegeta got pissed and just blasted at both of them. But anyway, so let's take a look at the translation. I'm sure this dude's going to be strong because he's going to be a legendary rare card, right? On a summonable banner, yellow coins, and all that stuff. A beautiful way to finish up this Garlic Jr. Gohan celebration. So let's take a look at these translations. First off, the first image that they posted was horrible quality, and Dokkan actually apologized for it, and they tweeted out the image a second time. So to me, that's really, really funny. Okay, so Goku and Piccolo, rivals in harmony. Saviors category, key +4, HP attack and defense 130%. Okay, so they're going back to that. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that, the 130% leads, because we have key for 150% leads. Is Saviors that strong of a category that they have to do this? I mean, it's a strong category, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that. And he's also just a straight up in key 4 and 100% across the board. So that will work in Ultimate Clash. Okay, so 12 key. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Okay, so a 30% increase for both. Causes colossal damage, lowers defense. Okay, don't really care about lowering defense. It is what it is. The quote, to think 2 of us would be fighting together. Piccolo, once we take care of this guy, you're next. 18 key, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage, and lowers attack and defense. Okay, so that's a little bit better because you're lowering attack, but not by a lot. And then Goku, Piccolo, don't let your guard down. Piccolo, same goes for you. Passive, attack and defense 120% when it's launching a super attack. Not a huge fan of that because that means that you can't put this guy in the first spot. If you put him in the first slot and the enemy is attacking before you attack, then he has no stats. So that can be a particular problem, right? He has to super attack to be able to gain any kind of defense or offense for that matter. So I'm not a huge fan of that. I also don't like that he has no stats if he doesn't super attack. So if you don't have enough ki to land a 12 ki super attack, you have 0 stats. So even if you're in the second spot, if you can't super attack, or if you're sealed, then you are going to get blasted. So I'm not a huge fan of that mechanic. I like it more when a character has like 60% attack and defense, and then an additional 60% when they super attack. Because there, at least, they have some stats, and it gets calculated a little bit differently, so it actually goes higher when they actually super attack. 50% chance to launch 2 additional attacks, and gain 1 ki and attack and defense for each attack performed. Okay, so there you go. That I like to see. Max of 6 ki, attack and defense 59%. Okay, so I talk about this a lot. I love characters that solve their own problems, because at the end of the day, characters that are just broken are kind of boring. You have someone like, I don't know, LR UI Goku, right? He's broken. He's just so powerful with that 70% dodge and 50% chance to crit for the turn, which means that if he crits once, then that means the rest of his attacks are always going to be crits for that turn. But he's maybe not the greatest example, because he also has like the fun stuff with if he dodges, he's gaining stuff. But you guys know what I mean. There's certain characters out there that are so powerful, and they're just kind of like, all right, that's very straightforward. LR Jiren is a better example. 200% attack and defense at LR stats. Like, that's just super straightforward. He's just a tank that drives through any wall. But this is interesting because, and what I mean by that, that they solve their own problems, is he has an issue where he doesn't have any stats unless he supers. Okay, well, every time he attacks, he's going to give himself 10% attack and defense and 1 ki. So that means that he's going to max out at that 60% that I told you about earlier. Attack and defense 60%. And then he's going to give himself 120% attack and defense when he supers. So it's going to be astronomical, his numbers. And then, again, if he's not super attacking, there's big problems. He's giving himself ki up to 6. That is great. So that's awesome. Whenever 6 or more attacks are performed during battle, perform an additional super attack when HP is 59% or below. Whoa. That's not even an active skill, and that doesn't even say once only. What the hell? So the second time he appears, you'll most likely have launched 6 attacks, right? If you get that 50% chance each time, you're going to be launching 3 attacks, both turns. So the third turn he comes around, he's going to always, like, if you drop below 60% HP, you're just going to always throw that additional super attack? That's fun. Okay. Active skill. Able to be used when 6 or more attacks have been performed and HP is 59% or above. Once only. Interesting. So this is the opposite. This is the opposite. Same 6 attack condition, but your HP has to be above 60%. Gain 6 ki and 59% attack and defense for 1 turn. So guaranteed 18 ki and a strong one at that. This could end badly if we don't go all out. Don't get in my way. I'll take care of you right now. Let's do this. Costume change conditions activates when active skills used. So obviously when you use the active skill, boom, they lose their weighted clothing. Links, Infighter, shocking speed, tough as nails, experienced fighters, solid support, fierce battle, legendary power. So Infighter, tough as nails, a little wonky. Experienced fighters, a little bit wonky, solid support. So not the greatest link set in the world, but not bad either. You're going to be able to link them up with units that you normally wouldn't use. Categories, saviors, full power, join forces, movie heroes. Okay, so let's take a look at this super attack animation. I think this would be the best size to do it. And let me make sure I'm not blowing out my eardrums. So let's start it up, see what happens. Straight from the anime. Let's go. Oh, the big fist. I love them. I love them. Doosh. Oh, is this it? Yeah. Oh, that's the double attack. Oh my god, this is literally straight from the anime, guys. Boom. And then the tower breaks. Oh, if only they added the tower breaking, dude. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. Freaking Piccolo. Doosh. Oh, man. I love it. Absolutely love it. Wait. Oh, they're showing it without the... Okay. That's awesome. That is actually awesome. That big punch that Piccolo used to do. That's fantastic. And then this double team. Yeah! Boom. And then, so at the end of this, when they do this double key blast, that tower in the distance actually collapses. Oh, that's fun. Okay. That's a lot of fun. Wow. All right. I really enjoyed that. They're awesome. They're awesome. Okay, so let's take a look at the other two units that have been dropped on the JP, right? This is the new Gohan with allies with Krillin and Piccolo in the background. Fantastic, fantastic card, particularly because this normal attack, right? This is just a Dokkan Fest unit, so normal attack, stacking defense, 30% chance to stun, and then the unit super attack, still stack defense, but greatly raising that attack, and you're jumping up to a 50% chance to stun. Absolutely fantastic. You just have to have either a Piccolo or a Krillin on your team, which is great. And then you look at these numbers, it's just, you know, nutty. 158% defense, 158% attack when super attacking. Whoopsie. Plus an additional attack and defense, 58% when you have Heavenly Events category ally on the team. And as you can see, Heavenly Event, not a big squad at all, but some units that you could that you might use next to the Gohan, like the LR Gohan or Int Go Tanks or Physical Go Tank. You know, characters that you might throw on a team alongside of that Gohan. So not crazy. Plus an additional 58% attack and stuns the enemy when performing a super attack after receiving an attack. So that's actually insane. You always want to put them in the first spot. All allies, 3 key and 58% defense, just busted. Drop below 58% HP at any time, recovers 30% HP, guards all attacks for 1 turn, and all allies gain 20% defense for 2 turns. Just unbelievably good. And then last but not least, we can't finish this video without talking about the homie Super Garlic Jr. Love this character. I would have loved if he was the anime, the movie one, but that means that he wouldn't have been on Resurrected Warriors, nor he. Why would he be? Oh yeah, of course. He wouldn't have been on Resurrected Warriors. He wouldn't have been on Heavenly Events, but he would have been on Movie Bosses. And he wouldn't have been on Resurrected Warriors because he was never resurrected. His father was defeated. He was getting revenge for his dad on Kami. He's on Resurrected Warriors here because he falls into the DeadZone by Goku and Piccolo, and so he comes back. It's the same reason why he's on Time Travelers. DeadZone is kind of like its own pocket universe. It time travels differently there, so hence why he's on Time Travelers there. And then obviously Transformation Boost, because from his SSR to his TUR, Terrifying Conquerors, Heavenly Events because he fights on Kami's Tower, and then Dragon Ball Seekers because he's looking for the Dragon Balls again. But this dude is absolutely broken, greatly raised his attack, which is insane, right? Gaining 50% attack every single turn, 160% attack and defense. This dude's a support, by the way. Plus an additional 60% attack and defense and 30% chance of stunning when attacking superclass enemies. Extreme allies, 3 key, 40% attack and defense. And then you, anytime you get hit, you recover 10% HP at the end of turn. This is just absolutely broken. But I do have to say, I like this unit quite a bit. So I cannot wait to use them in game. I'm going to give you all my thoughts on these units as soon as I'm able to play with them. If you want to check out those videos, you got to follow the channel. You can click that blue join button, become a Boomer champion like Joe V or Wolverine Gaming, or do it the free-to-play way. Gently rub that sub button, gingerly ring that bell button, lovingly. Mwah, kiss the like button. As always, this is Periodic. See y'all in the next video.